Hi everybody, my name's Caroline. I am the pregnant expat, and I actually filmed this video last week, or maybe a little bit longer than a week ago. It was very long. I kept getting interrupted by the postman, and now I feel like I'm even more prepared. I'm in my 39th week, so I'm 38 and a half weeks pregnant. So I'm going to refilm, and this week's video is all about my hospital bags slash suitcases, because if you don't know me, I am English but I live in the south of France, and in France they do things a little bit differently to England and America. You stay in the hospital for a minimum of 3 days after you've had the baby. So the day the baby's born, that is not counted, and then you stay 3 days after. You can leave earlier, but you have to have all your ducks in a row and have already found your independent midwife for watching you afterwards and have it signed off by the paediatrician, blah, blah, blah. So they like you to stay, and it's quite nice because you get a little rest, and people help you with breastfeeding and bathing the baby for the first time and all those kind of things. So in lieu of that, I will be staying in the hotel for a little séjour, a little vacay, baby vacay, with Morgan, and we have to take a rather extensive list of things to the hospital with us for the day of the birth and then the stay afterwards. So it's kind of crazy, because when we went to Thailand for our honeymoon, which feels like a million years ago now, but it was actually in February last year, I've got a feeling it's actually on the baby's due date, we just took backpacks for 2 weeks. So obviously we knew it would be hot, but we still had quite a lot of things to take, but we managed to pack backpacks to go to the hospital to give birth for 3 days, potentially 5 if I have a cesarean or something like that. I have 3 bags of stuff, so I'm going to turn this so you can see all of these things that I need to take. And there is actually more things I need to take that I haven't packed because they're going to be last minute additions, like trousers that I'm still wearing, my own pillow, things like that. Anyway, so I'm going to get on with explaining to you, but first of all, I am in the nursery today. So this is actually the baby's nursery. She's here, but in 1 to 2 weeks she will be born, we hope. My English due date is just over a week away, and my French due date is just over 2 weeks away, so hoping that she's going to come sometime in the middle. And yeah, now we're actually pretty ready. So last time I filmed this I didn't have the changing mat. Changing mat is here, so yeah, I feel like, oh, and also I don't have the car seat in this room anymore because I've actually put it in the car now, just to see how it goes in and out, even though we won't have the car on the day, because I can't drive myself to the hospital in labour and Morgan doesn't drive. So a little tiny quick look around the apartment. This is a double mattress because this is also a guest room, but we've just put it against the wall for now, so there's more space. I have my pram here all ready to go, and a couple of things that need washing, and then my nursing chair, and this is the baby's wardrobe, and we can have a little look inside. She has quite an extensive wardrobe already, which is kind of crazy. I have washed everything. Lots of things were donated, like secondhand, like this little dress. So she'll probably only wear it once, but it is so cute. And then other things were bought for me, for her. Pretty much, like, a lot of it was bought for her. These things I bought, little cardigans and things. So she's got all that going on in there, which is amazing. And yeah, and then there's the changing table, which is actually a chest of drawers with more baby stuff inside. I might do some kind of vlog on those things, but I probably won't get time now, to be honest. And just basic changing mat, which doesn't look very exciting. But the ones I wanted were way too expensive, and they didn't actually do them in France either, so that's what we've plumped for in the end. Alors, I'm going to get back on the floor. It's getting difficult to move. If I have time, I'll do an update on my whole situation and symptoms and everything. But it's possible it won't happen because I'm quite behind already on things. Okay, so the day of the birth, I have packed my backpack, which is also a changing bag that you take with you everywhere, and has this extensible part. That I need to take out because we're not taking that. It has a changing mat inside, and it extends, and it's got rods, so it makes like a little changing area / kind of bed thing for your baby if you're at other people's houses, just to keep poop off their carpets. So I'm taking this as my Georgie. Yeah, I think it's she. Was it she? No, Georgie. That's what they call it, D-Day in France. And let's just delve right in. So I have this really, I'm going to take it out again. I have to fold it again afterwards. This huge big t-shirt for potentially birthing in, or maybe just after the birth. It says, "Oh sweet baby," which I treated myself to, was from ASOS, and I love it. It's huge. The only thing is the maternity ward and the room that I will hopefully be giving birth in is very, very warm, and every time I go there I feel like I'm going to pass out, so I'm not sure I'll be wearing anything. Not very prettish and very comfortable with my body, and I think during labour I'm not going to care at all, so I probably will be naked. But I'm taking that anyway, and I'm also taking an old t-shirt of Morgan's, which is really long and loose and airy, in case this one gets dirty or it's a long labour, whatever. So 2 t-shirts. I've got a bikini for the pool. I can't birth in the pool there, but I can get in it and swoosh around like a whale, just to soothe the pain. So I've brought these out of the garage, but they don't really fit me, so I'm unlikely to be wearing pants in the pool, I don't think. And if I do, they might be just regular knickers, because they're going to be tight and uncomfortable, and I don't want to be more uncomfortable than I'm going to be on the day. And a bikini top. But that's what I was asked to bring. Then I've got snacks. There's not a lot of snacks you can buy in France that are super exciting. Unfortunately, we're pretty limited in the supermarkets and things. So I just have some Special K protein bars. And these, which are my favourite of the kind bars, they are sea salt and honey roasted nuts to keep me going. And then I also found these in the English section of the supermarket for a little sugar, so they're a little treat for me. I've also bought treats for Morgan, and I've got some other kind of granola. I don't think I'm going to want to eat these, actually, even looking at them now, but they'll be good energy, so little granola things. Then the only other things in the bag are throwable pants, which I will show you in a minute. These are like the official jetable, throwable, disposable pants, but I feel like they're going to be quite small, so I've got some other options as well. And what's in here? Oh, so this is the baby's first outfit. So I've made all this separate, so that it's easy to find, because the room is quite small where I'm going to give birth, and small and hot sounds lovely, doesn't it? But it's actually really nice. So they'll probably put the suitcase in another room, I'm imagining. So I just want to be efficient with things I have. So, baby's first little outfit. It's not a going home outfit because we are staying in hospital, as I said. So I've put a nappy in there, and some scratch mittens and a pair of socks, a little pyjama outfit which my friend bought for me, a cardigan, just a white cardigan, so I don't really know if she's going to wear that or pyjamas, and a body with hedgehogs on, which is so cute. So I think that's what I'm going to need, but I've got loads more clothes for her anyway in the suitcase, so if I've not got that right, I'm sure they'll let me know. We get like 2 hours together in the room after birth. Well, they'll kind of monitor us and just leave us with the baby, and I can try and breastfeed, and if all goes well. So she'll probably be naked or in a blanket. I'm not sure about what blanket to take still. I'll show you the one I've put in a minute. And then I've put a magazine in here, but that's not for during labour, unless I have an epidural or something happens. I probably won't be reading a magazine, but it's more for after, but it was just to keep it flat. I've also got in here some disposable breast shields, just for the first few days, and then I have some bamboo ones that I will hopefully be wearing at home, and a water spray, which they call a brumatizer, to keep me cool during labour, which I think I'm going to need. Even though it's not summer, thank God it's not summer. So I don't have a fan, but I do have that. A straw for the little bottles that I've brought, which I will show you in a minute. So I'm speaking really fast because my last video was really long, and that's why I've decided to do a new one, because it was too long, it would have been in 2 parts, and it was just a little excessive. So that's that bag. Then also have to take with us, and this is the kind of excessive stuff, which is frustrating because we can't put it all in our car, because we're not taking our car to the hospital. We'll either be getting a taxi or someone will be taking us. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Someone will be taking us, or if it's really late at night and we can't get a taxi or it's an emergency, then we'll be going in the ambulance, because Morgan doesn't drive, so we have to rely on other people. So it's going to be a lot of things to carry. However, this is what the hospital asks for. We had to buy a waterproof mattress protector for a large, thick bed, because the bed in the natural birthing suite is like a leather kind of big square bed that the dad gets on as well, and they want it to be protected, but for some reason you have to protect it yourself. So this was €20, which I think is a rip-off. They don't seem to give you anything in French hospitals. The budget is not very big, so they ask you to bring a lot, and it seems excessive and quite annoying that you have to leave with so many things. Anyway, so we had to buy that for the bed. Then there's 4 pillows on the bed, so you have to have pillowcases. Luckily I actually have got pillowcases that we don't use, because they're the big square ones, the big French square ones, which I hate. So you have to protect the pillows as well, so 4 pillowcases. Then you need a towel each. I've just put a towel in for me for the day, and then I've put a towel for Morgan in, what's that? For later, so he can go find his own towel later, because I'm going to probably want to shower at some point after birth. Box of tissues, advised to bring a box of tissues, which is probably a good idea because I never stop sniffing. My nose is always running at the moment. They advise you to bring little bottles like this, with the flip top lid, and I've also brought the straw just in case like it gets difficult or whatever. But these are good to just chug and they're small. This one's filled with juice or syrup for a little sugar boost, so Morgan can just decant it into the water if I need some sugar if I've not been eating. So I've got like 8 of those for the day. It might not be enough, but I'm not taking any more because how are we going to carry it all? Morgan's going to look like a mule. I got him his favourite biscuits because I want him to keep his sugar levels up, because I know when he's stressed he doesn't eat, and when he doesn't eat he can get a little faint, and especially with the kind of grossness of things going on down there, he's a little squeamish and I don't want him to pass out and cause more drama. I need him to be there. So biscuits for Morgan. I mean, it would be great if we could take sandwiches and stuff, but as we don't know when it's going to happen, it's a little bit hard to organise. But if I have a long time at home, then I will make some sandwiches for us to take, because the hospital is really small and there's no cafeteria. There's like a vending machine and then a shop that does sell sandwiches, but whenever I've been there, there's been like 2 in the fridge. So I don't know what happens the first day for feeding people, but yeah, there's not like much option there. And then they also advise to bring these little compotes, which are normally for children, or these ones just say for adults, just for like a little food that's really, really easy to digest. So they look really yummy, and I've got 2 packs of different ones, again just to keep my sugar levels up and my energy up. So those are the kind of things that they asked us to bring for the day. Then, moving on to the suitcase. I'm going to move it round so you can see and I don't have to drag it to me. Let's pull that round and... Okay. So, out the way. This is things that still need to go in, that I've just written down, so that some of them I can put in now, just so that on the day, if I'm like in the throes of everything, I don't forget. Tea bags I can put in, earphones, my charger, a speaker, my pillow, my documents, things like that. So a lip balm. So these are things that I've collected from different people's vlogs online about hospital bags, of what to take, little ideas which I thought were good, that I've adapted into my own list. An eye mask for like if you want to sleep in the day, and they have all the hospital lights on and things. So a few of those things I can throw in now, and a few of them will be waiting until the day. So I'm going to put those down there. I've got my breastfeeding pillow that they advise you take. Again, cumbersome, slight, but it's just the size of it is not helpful. Then I've got masks. I'm pretty sure Morgan's going to need to wear masks most of the time, probably not on the day of the birth. God, I hope not. But we're going to need masks when we go out to bath the baby, if we walk around the maternity ward, so that's that. I have got slip-on slippers here for shuffling around in, going backwards and forwards to the toilet. And what's in here? Hairdryer, portable hairdryer, and flip-flops as well. So that's the footwear sorted. Then here's where it gets fun. So they ask you to bring 2 of these. They're not super into swaddling from what I've heard, but I would like to swaddle our baby. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, I've got a sleep bag, a little one. The neck part looks so small though. I hope, it just seems really, really small. So I hope it fits her. But the other one I have that my friends bought me, it seems a little bit big for a newborn. This is a winter one because in our house it's quite cold and it's winter. Again, I don't know if she's going to be too hot in the hospital. That's kind of something that's been worrying me a little bit about what she's going to sleep in. So I have that. I also have swaddle blankets. One swaddle blanket somewhere in all of this stuff. There it is, swaddle blanket, which is nice and stretchy, and then some muslins, which are probably could swaddle a baby in, to be honest, but I'm not sure how warm she'd be, because if she's small, well, we'll see. So those, hair towel for me, and then 2 hooded towels for the baby. They actually asked for 2 to 3, and I'm just thinking, no, I'm going to take 2. How dirty is she going to be? Like, some people don't even wash their babies for the first week or whatever. So I'm not taking more than 2. That seems excessive. I feel like the list in general is excessive. I'm doing as I'm told. So I've got all of this stuff is like for washing. Then the baby herself has a whole wardrobe packed. 8 bodies. I'll show you like kind of what I've got briefly. I'm very aware of this going over time as well. So let's just put it up. 2 cardigans, supposedly she needs. Hats, 2 to 3. This is a hat for going home, I think. This is a bit thicker than the ones, these little ones. Booties, socks, tiny socks, so cute. And many, they asked for 8 bodies. And I've probably got more than 8 bodies in here because I don't know long or short, and the sizes, I've got some newborn ones which look tiny, and then I've got some 1 month to 2 month ones, which is what they advise, 1 month, which are slightly bigger. So yeah, I've got a real mix of bodies in there, hopefully to cover all eventualities. And I've got some little trousers as well, which I'm not really sure that I'm going to need, because I don't think it's good for them to wear trousers on there while their belly button's healing. So she probably won't wear them, but I'll just throw them in anyway. So she's got all of that stuff in there. I'll put that back later. And what's in here? And then they asked for 6, oh yeah, so this is a swaddle as well. I got this Ergo Baby swaddle wrap, which I've heard are really good as well. So I've gone for 3 different methods of sleep covers, and we'll see which one she takes to, because I don't really know what's going to happen yet. I'm hoping that the swaddling goes down well. I've got another swaddle, which I won't be, a swaddle wrap, which I'm not going to take with me, but I've also got another swaddle blanket. And then they ask for 6 pajamas. 6 pajamas. I guess that's in case you get an explosive poo or something in the night. I think I've only put 5 in because, again, I was just like, so much stuff. Here's one. It says, Bonne nuit, mon lapin. Good night, my little bunny. So, yeah, so I've put a range of little sizes and things in there, and they're all gorgeous though. They're all soft. I was advised to get kind of fleecy ones. And I've got one that's not fleecy, but it's very soft. So they're all in there. So that's her clothes sorted for her little stay. And I hope that's enough. Should be, surely. I've seen people's videos of their hospital bags when they're like doing home birth, or when they're just going in England, and they've got like the going home outfit and that's it. So this just seems ridiculous, but I can imagine I'm going to need it if we're staying there for a while. So yeah, I'm taking it with me, but Morgan's going to have to somehow drag it all or do several. It's just annoying because like I might need some support as well, and how's he going to support me when he's got to carry all this stuff into the hospital? that's a problem that we can't solve. So then I've got a blanket for her. I'm not sure if this is exactly what kind of blanket they mean. This is more of like a pram blanket, so I'm not sure if I should be taking a smaller blanket to wrap her in. I'm not really sure. It wasn't very clear and I haven't asked. I'm kind of doubting that I will need this now that I've put it in there, so I might take that out and put another one in. That's a little lighter, I don't know. And then you have to take like sheets and things for Morgan to sleep on. He doesn't use pillows anyway most of the time, so I'm not taking a pillow for him. There'll be pillows for me and I'm gonna take my own pillow, so between us we'll sort it out. And I'm just gonna put in this fleecy blanket because I'm not taking like a duvet to the hospital, and plus it's really, really hot in there, so I don't think he's gonna need much, but it's hard to know really. I've never stayed overnight in the, well, I have once, but we've never stayed for this reason. And then what else is there? So my friend advised me to take some soft toilet roll because the likelihood of the hospitals being soft is not high, and I'm going to be very sore down there, so I'm taking my own toilet roll, which was the softest I could find for my poor body parts after labour. Then I'm also taking these Tenor Lady kind of, well, it's supposed to be underwear, but they really are like a nappy. I didn't realise how thick they are, but I think they're going to be perfect for all the bleeding and leaking that I'm going to do after birth, and they're super stretchy, so I'm hoping that they're going to be really useful. They do take up quite a lot of space, and then I've also got some overnight pads in case I'm not bleeding that much and I don't need these ones. But it's kind of hard to choose like what pads I need, to be honest, because I don't really know what it's going to entail. So I got these fast absorbing night towels as well, all the glamour. And then the baby's got nappies, so basically this side is mainly nappies for mummy and baby. Towel for Morgan, and then a night light for breastfeeding that people always advise now, so that you don't have to have the lights on to breastfeed and wake you both up. So this is really cool, got it on Amazon. It's a dimmer light as well, so it gets lighter and dimmer, and it even has a little disco option, which I don't think I'll be using in the hospital, but it's still cool. So I'm taking that with me, baby night light and the charger. And then someone advised me to take a kettle. I'm not going to take our massive smeg kettle because it's going to be too heavy, so I'm taking coffee for Morgan and tea bags for me when I put them in there. And then I got this kettle from Amazon, which is so cool, and I think will be useful like in the future as well when we go traveling and whatever, because a lot of times in French hotels they don't have kettles, which I find really irritating. So this little kettle transforms itself like that, and it's silicone, and it holds a fair amount. I think it takes a little longer to boil, like it says about 6 to 8 minutes. I mean, that's fine. So we're gonna have that in the bedroom, which is really cool. So we can help ourselves to coffee and stuff, although I expect Morgan will probably want to go out and get a coffee from the little kiosk, but still, we've got that ready now. That was kind of an investment. It wasn't super expensive, but it wasn't super cheap either, but I just think that we'll use it again in the future, and I just thought it was an awesome design, so I splashed out on that. Sorry about the sniffing. One day I will stop sniffing, hopefully after the birth. Yeah, so that's that. And then the last thing that I have in here, apart from wipes They ask you to bring these for the baby, which I think is kind of ridiculous, because why can't they supply cotton wipes for the baby while I'm in hospital? I don't know. But anyway, I've got like bio ones, and I'm also bought like bio-y nappies, the most ecological ones that I could find, for the baby and for the environment. And we'll see how that goes. So we've got those, and then last of all, I've got my trousse, my wash bag, which is actually really heavy because it is full of stuff. I have shampoo and conditioner. Is this shampoo? Yeah. Shampoo and conditioner, my friend very thoughtfully bought for me in a smaller form. I have gel intime, so fanny shower gel, which is sensitive for obviously after the trauma. Liniment, which is for cleaning the baby's bum, and earplugs for Morgan and for me. What is this? Little body lotion and shower gel. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, to be honest. Depends how long we stay. Lanolin nipple cream. I probably won't need this in the first day or two, but we don't know. Better to have it. Deodorant, razor, all the usual stuff. Toothpaste, nipple shields just in case. Hopefully I won't need them. A bum for monitor for the baby. It is what it is. Sponge for the baby. Hairbands for me. And a little nail file for the baby for its first manicure. Hand cream for me. And a hairbrush. So it's quite a lot of stuff. And I haven't put makeup in. Or makeup remover. I'm not planning on really wearing much makeup, but I do have quite a spot issue going on my chin, so I might want to cover up just a little bit to make myself look less hideous for first photos with me and baby. So there you go, that is my extensive hospital bag video, and I hope that has helped anyone who might have a baby in a French hospital. I will maybe do a video after the birth and let you know how much of it I actually used and if it was all necessary. I have asked my midwife already if it's really all necessary, because I really want to pack light. Packing heavy stresses me out. And she said it is, so I'm gonna go with that and hope for the best. I think the thing that makes it more difficult is obviously like Morgan getting back to the house for anything we've forgotten, so we do really need to take everything we need. It can be done, but he's also, due to COVID, not allowed to, if he leaves the hospital, he's not allowed to come back the same day. So ideally we want to stay together in our little bubble of 3, if we can, without him having to leave. So I hope we've got everything that we need, and obviously they're going to feed us while we're there. I say obviously, but we did have to check with the midwife to make sure that Morgan can be fed as well. But I mean, that would be absurd if they didn't feed him, but asked him to stay. But he can't leave the hospital. Anyway, so there you have it. I managed to condense that into 34, it's going to be 35 minutes. I'm sorry it's a little long, but because there's so much stuff to show, it just took more time than usual. Here is the bump for anyone who wishes to see it. I still don't have any stretch marks. She is huge. I've got my line going here, which is actually coming up the top a little bit now, but it's very, very faint. We're good. I had a little sicky day the other day, and then some really bad heartburn yesterday. But yeah, much more tired now. And we're just playing the waiting game, aren't we? She's still moving and she's still head down, and not too large, so we're grateful for that. And yeah, I'll try and get this posted and then keep you informed for the next week or so. Maybe she'll be here soon, who knows. Okay, bye everybody, thanks for watching.